Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got my November wrap up for you. Alright, so today we're talking all about the books that I read in November and the ones I didn't read, so let's go ahead and just dive right in. Alright, so the first book that I finished this month was Exasperating. This was so good. This is the third book in the Elite Protection Services series by Ollie James, and this one wasn't my favorite with the way that it ended up, but it was really sweet and cute, and if you like books about cults, this is one to read. This got a 4 to 5 stars, and I really am loving this series. Next up I finished Don't Let the Forest In. This is a really good read for like the end of October going into November. It's very much a dark academia mixed with like forest horror book, and Andrew and Thomas are just very codependent, but also like you're kind of rooting for them, but also like they are in the midst of this like hurricane of bad things happening, people they care about, and it's so good. This got a 5 out of 5 stars, and I would highly recommend. Next up I finished the short story Thomas, which is a little bit of a prequel for Don't Let the Forest In. This got a 4 to 5 stars, and if you're looking to read this one is available for free on the author's website under the blog heading, and I think you can also get an ebook copy from the author's Patreon. So like I said, this got 4 to 5 stars, but I wish that this was like in the book because it's some very much needed context for Don't Let the Forest In. Next up I finished Bear Creek Thanksgiving. This was really fun. I love the Bear Creek universe. However, this was not my favorite book in the series. This one, I wish it was just, like, there were some things that I wish that were either left out or fleshed out more. Some bits and pieces felt really flat and, like, surface level, and others just, like, didn't add a whole lot of context, or, like, they didn't add to the overall feeling of the book, which I was kind of a little bit disappointed about, but, like, it was still super cute and cozy and the perfect fall Hallmark movie romance. This got 3.5 out of 5 stars, and I'm looking forward to diving into the next one. Next up, I couldn't decide what I wanted to read, so I tried like the first chapter of a couple of different ebooks that I ended up not wanting to read, as well as kind of the first few pages of like half a dozen comics that I ended up DNFing and like deleting off of my Kindle, to then land on Tempting the Werewolf. This is the first book in the Lust Bitten series, which is like a little series of interconnected novellas that are broken up. I think the first 3 are following one couple, the next 3 are following another couple, and the last 3 are following a different couple. This is the first one. This was really good, and it's like it's a werewolf and a human having a gym meet cute hookup, and then not being able to get over each other until they meet again at a club owned by the werewolves, and like they fall in love. It was really sweet for being like a gym hookup situation. This got 4 to 5 stars, and I'm really looking forward to diving into the rest of the series. Next up I finished My Noisy Roommate. This is really fun read. So this is following a guy that got kicked out of his apartment basically the day he moved in because pipes burst and he couldn't live there. And somebody overhears him being kicked out and then offers him a housing situation, and it turns out that the guy runs a ghost relocation service, so he helps ghosts that are haunting houses or buildings move on to new places when the ghosts aren't welcome anymore. So it's very much like Ghostbusters, like helpful to the ghosts and spirits. And he gets a new roommate who can talk to ghosts and like negotiate with them, but he is the one that can see the ghosts, and when they hold hands they can share their powers between the two of them, and it's very interesting. This got a 4 to 5 stars, and it's one that I would highly recommend. This one is for older teens, so like 16 plus. Next up we are on to the books that I am currently reading as of filming this video, the first of which is The Golden Raven. This is a reread for me, and I'm about 75% of the way through this already, and I'm loving it, and just like I would like to give John and Jeremy a hug and just say things are going to be okay. Probably. Maybe. Yeah, this is still rocking at 5 stars for me. This is just so good, and I just needed to read it physically versus the ebook, so yeah. This one is still a 5-star read, and I would highly recommend the series if you're looking for like a sports mafia romance. The other book that I'm currently reading is Zero Happily Ever Afters. This is the 4th book in the Branches of Past and Future series. This is following Dorian and Milo, and it's very much a dark academia from the teacher's perspective, but it's also branching out into seeing what Milo is doing for work and like how he helps people with his psychic visions. And it's very much Dorian trying to get his students to their final semester and through the student showcase and into great internships. And I think I'm about 25% of the way through this one, and I'm really loving it so far. And then the last book that I'm planning to read this month is North Ranger. This is a Northunger Abbey retelling. This is following a bunch of kids on a Texas ranch, and it has a lot to do with horror movies. I think maybe a murder mystery, but it's definitely like horror movie focused, and I'm here for that. So those are the things I did and did not read this month. My favorite book has definitely got to go to The Golden Raven, because again, fantastic. And Don't Let the Forest In. That was a pretty high contender for second place for my favorite book this month. What did you guys read this month, and what was your favorite? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys.